Yo, baby, what's up? It's the 6th episode of the Xris Beltran Show. Woo! What's good, baby? How's it going? Batman coffee. I still got my... Ooh, there's a little... it's dripping. It's dripping. It's dripping, my guy. What's up? It's in the middle of the day right now. Had a late start, and that's why I'm smoking and I'm drinking my morning coffee. Because I was up late last night. Making money. You know? I'm making money. Guys, I make money. Not a lot, but I make it. I'm making money. So, yeah, I was at a wedding last night, and I was DJing, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. For the most part, I hate half of the shit, and I love half of the shit. You know, I hate going to the gig and then finding out something. I hate that shit. I hate it when I go out there and they're like, we made some adjustments and now we're doing this. And it's like, okay, I'm not fucking prepared because that's not what the contract said. So you're just going to have to go with whatever I throw down. And it's okay. Everything worked out in the end. That's just one of the complaints I have with some of my gigs. That didn't happen last night, but the thing that did happen last night was it was windy. It was windy as fuck. It was so windy, and I had, you know, it doesn't really matter, but I do a ceremony and the reception, and so you gotta mic up the officiant, and the minute you turn on that mic, just you flip it on to minus 30 decibels, and you just unclick the mute button, and it just sounds, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, how are we gonna do this? And it's impossible. It's impossible. We had to cut the mic. We had to cut the mic part just because it just wasn't gonna fucking work. I hated it. But you know, the young couple, they were troopers. I loved them. I loved them because they made everything easy. Things happen sometimes, and if we roll through them, it works. It works, you know. I've done weddings that were that had less mistakes just all around, not just from me, but from everybody. Less mistakes where we've had to refund them because they're so goddamn pissed. They're just so pissed. Why didn't this work? Why didn't this happen? And it's like, it's not my job to give you a status report on your fucking special day. I hate it when brides, like, they just come, why didn't this happen? And then you're just like, it just didn't. Just stop worrying about it, okay? You know? It wasn't like nobody died. It wasn't like you know, the send off or the kiss or anything else broke down. It was one little pinch. It was one little pinch of just a tiny sliver of something, and it destroys these people's weddings. And a part of me kind of like internally laughs whenever a bride just blows up. And if you haven't guessed already, I'm just gonna be talking about wedding DJing today. I'll give you guys an example. This is an example I keep coming back to over and over again. I think it's a great story, and there's two stories actually, and they both are just perfect. They're perfect ways on how to have a wedding and how not to have a wedding. And it's all about your frame of mind. First one, mistake. So the mistake that wasn't my fault, keep that in mind. So what happened was I was in, I don't know why. I have no clue why. I've never done this before. But the bridesmaid was doing the itinerary with me. And I, go through, oh, you want to play this song? Okay, this is the first dance. This is that, this, that. And I have no clue why I was doing it with her, but apparently she was the main contact. The bride was too busy. Get over it. But so I had to get in contact with her. And so I played the songs for the processional. Yeah, the processional. Is it yeah, it's the processional, which is when they all come in. The grandparents and the parents come in, and then you have the bridesmaids and the groomsmen's, and then it's your time. It's the bride's time. She's up there with her dad or grandpa or whatever, and she's gonna get walked in. She's gonna get walked down the aisle, and it's that moment. Well, I played the song that was on the itinerary. As you can guess, that was the wrong fucking song. And so she gets pissed and panics. Oh no, this isn't the song. Oh, it's not? What's the song? I'm right there next to her. We're talking to each other. It's the song by this person. I don't know what it was. It was some country song. It was this person. And I was like, I've never heard that song. That song was never on the itinerary. And I just printed this itinerary this morning. And because she had some last minute adjustments, and so they sent me this new itinerary, and so I had to plan ahead, very last minute, and I got it all done, and it all checked out. It all checked out. And I played that song, and then and she was, and like everybody else, I'm telling this story horribly. Everybody else was like, just fucking go. Just go. It's a good song. It's a good song to walk down the aisle to. Just fucking go. And before she goes, before it's her moment, this is her moment. This is the moment. This is the moment where you go from a princess to a queen. Okay? This is next level shit. This is everyone that you love. They stand up and they face you. And they look at how beautiful you are, and how amazing you look, and how amazing the venue was, and how well everybody is dressed, and how well the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, how well they are dressed, and how well everything is set up. All of the music I've been playing was on point until that moment. And before she walks out there to her special moment, she utters the phrase, "This wedding is fucking ruined." And of course, I feel some type of way about that. Okay, listen, lady. Listen, I know you wanted it your way, but it's not going to happen that way. I played the song that was on the itinerary. Your bridesmaid sent me that itinerary this morning. I printed it. So she was pissed. She was pissed, and she walked down the aisle, and I couldn't see how she looked just because where I was at and where I was manning everything. But I'll tell you, she was pissed, and she looked pissed. She looked pissed. She had that face, and she couldn't enjoy her moment. She couldn't enjoy her moment, and everybody kind of knew afterwards that wasn't her song, and she got just flustered and started to talk crap about me. DJ played the wrong fucking song. He's not a good DJ. He doesn't know what he's doing. He brought $5,000 worth of equipment out here, and I'm guaranteeing you he has no clue what the hell he's doing. Listen, lady, I know exactly what the hell I'm doing, okay? I've been doing this for a while. So she comes up to me about an hour. It was about like 45 minutes. It was like a good solid 45 minutes. She was pissed and talking crap, and I could tell she was talking crap about me. I could just tell because I heard some things that she said. I couldn't hear the phrases, but I heard the words DJ, not happy about it, upset, just all of those. Just those words. Just like couldn't hear anything else but those words. And then she comes up to me and she goes, "So what is the issue?" And so I show her the itinerary, and she, "This isn't the right itinerary. This is the wrong itinerary." And I go, "Ma'am, this is the one I got here." I pulled out my phone, went to the most recent email. I showed her my whole email inbox. I don't like showing people shit in my inbox. But I showed her my whole inbox, and she saw the name. She saw the bridesmaid's name on there. Clicked on it. We clicked on the itinerary. We opened that shit up. Hey, it's the wrong itinerary. Her bridesmaid sent me the wrong itinerary. What do you do at that point? I mean, I kind of feel for her in that moment because that's when she realized, oh, I was mad for no reason, or I was mad at you for no reason, and it was sad, and it's your special day. You've been talking shit about the DJ, so when you go back and you start talking to people, if DJ comes up, you're not gonna say, you know what, I was wrong. My bridesmaid my maid of honor sent the wrong itinerary, and you know what? It just didn't work. I gotta slam the hammer down on her. No, it's your special day. Everything's going on at once, and the thing that you can say is, "We got it figured out," which is fine. But now I have broken my trust as a DJ to everybody at this party. Nobody trusts me because I fucked up. I fucked up. And the bride can't just go around telling everybody that she told that I fucked up. "Oh, well, the DJ, it was actually a misunderstanding, but we got it." And like, she's not going to blow up like that at her bridesmaid. She's going to blow up like that on me. Now, I know money is involved, but that just shows you the type of, I don't know what it is, but it's just that, like, I paid you, you have money, whether you're at a restaurant, whether you're at a wedding that you're paying for a service, doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay? She was just a bitch. And like, she ruined her own wedding because of her frame of mind, and she couldn't recover from it. And for the rest of the night, it was just weird vibes. Nobody really wanted to dance, even though I was playing the songs I know people dance to. I've done this crowd before, and nobody really wanted to dance. Everybody just wanted to get in line for the alcohol and just stay in line for the alcohol. And it was so, I was lightly embarrassed, and it was, and it's just like, you're a fucking child, lady. You're a fucking child. She ruined her whole entire wedding off of a mistake that somebody else made. And it's like, the other side of that story is another DJ story that I have. I did a Mexican wedding, and Mexican weddings, I don't know if you guys know anything about Mexican weddings. At minimum 250 people. At minimum. I've never done a Mexican wedding with less than 250 people. Never. I've never heard of it. If you are Mexican and you have had a wedding that's less than 250 people, hit me up. I need to know if you're out there, because I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I need pictures, okay? Mexicans, they just have a lot of people at their wedding. have no clue why. And they party so gosh damn late. Oh God, I hate it when, what is this? Gonzalez? Fuck, I'm there till 1 o'clock. God damn it. It's tough. It's tough. And the worst thing about it is when they do buffets. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. This is slightly racist, but it's been confirmed by Mexicans as well, who have also told me. Mexicans don't wait in line for food. And it's not like, I'm not saying that like Mexicans don't know how to wait in line for food. Like, it's like their whole frame of mind is, why the fuck? What? I'm not waiting in line. I'm not waiting to get my table excused to get the food's right there. I'm hungry. I'll wait. I'll go get it. That's how they do it. And it's so weird. It's so weird. The cultural differences between Mexican and Mexican weddings from a lot of other weddings, it's so bizarre. It's also kind of funny. I do love working Mexican weddings because they're always so inviting. They're always so open. I know it's going to be a long one. I know it's going to be a messy one, but I know it's also going to be a fun one. And that's all I care about. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I was at a Mexican wedding. Probably like 300 people here. There was so many fucking people here. There was so many. There was so many of them. And I'll never forget this groom's name. His name is Ricardo Rodriguez. I forgot the wife's name, but it's Ricardo Rodriguez. And in the middle of the announcements, I'm saying Jose and Carla, and saying it with a slight accent, just a little bit, just to deliver it so they know that I care. They appreciate that shit. And then I get to the bride and groom, the most important people, and I say their names, and I fuck it up. I fucked it up hard, like really bad. It wasn't a stutter. I full on said the wrong name and didn't even catch it until like 30 seconds later when people started telling me. But I said the lady's name, and then I said Rodriguez or something like I said Rodrigo. And I didn't realize it until everybody was laughing and pointing at me. And this is, keep in mind, 300 fucking people. And I say the wrong name, and they come out, and they're doing it. You know, they're doing it. What's up? They do their dance to the song, to the entrance song. And then they tell me later, you said the wrong name. And I was like, what the fuck? What did I say? And they're like, you said Rodrigo. I was so embarrassed. I was destroyed. I thought I ruined this wedding. But then a lot of them came up to me afterwards. A bunch of people from the bride's side of the family that give the husband just a hard time. Because that's just the dynamic. That's how they do. That's how it is being Mexican. You just get fragged. You just get fucking fragged by family members. That's how being Mexican is. I grew up Cuban, you know? So every time I stepped on that line, stepped over that to Latino culture, it was just constant, like, just you know, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay? I don't got to talk more about it. Just, you know what I mean. And they told me that they thought it was the funniest thing in the world that I called him Rodrigo. And his wife even said that it was funny that I called him Rodrigo. And then before we left that night, a few people that were still there told me that they promised me that they were going to call him Rodrigo for the rest of his life. So take it as a positive or a negative. I don't know how you see it, but I fucked up. I fucked up, and something became of it. Something happened. You know? Something happened, and now it's an inside joke to 300 people. and they don't know who the hell I am. They don't remember my name. They probably don't remember my face. I was just a DJ for hire. And now the rest is history. But that's why I tell couples all the time. Listen, it's your big day. If you're going to expect 100%, you're not going to get 100%. Let's hope for 90%, and that 90% will be 120%. I promise you. I can do anything. It doesn't matter how inebriated I am, even though I don't drink or smoke on the job. It doesn't matter how sick I am. It doesn't matter how tired I am. It doesn't matter what I have going on in my life. I can get a 90% on a wedding. I can get a 90% easy. I've never had less than 90% at a wedding, Just like all the things that I do, one or two mistakes drops it down a few percentages. But, I mean, the worst wedding I've ever had was a 90%. And those can turn into 10%, or those can turn into 120%. It just depends on how fucking fun you are. How, things just happen, I was also at another wedding one time with a coordinator. She forgot the little guest book. She forgot the fucking the guest book that everyone had to guess. Do the guest book. So she had to leave to go back to Sacramento, which was 50 minutes away, and then she had to drive back. So she was gone for 2 hours. And they were pissed. They were so pissed. But like, it's all good, dudes. It's getting solved. When the guest book comes back, we're just going to make everyone sign the fucking guest book. I do that all the time. I always remind people, don't forget to sign the guest book. Don't forget. If you forget, you hate the couple. I don't say that. I don't say that on the mic. But yeah, it's just, you got to keep this frame of mind that it's not going to come out perfectly, because the thing that made it perfect in the first place was the family that was there with you. The family and friends are what make it 100%. Because I'll tell you something, when you got people dancing, you got people laughing, you got people complimenting each other on how they look and telling you how beautiful and amazing you look, that's what makes it perfect. You can have just a disaster. Something falls and drops, and as long as nobody gets hurt, but just a table is destroyed and shit. That's the time that the table fell. Oh, fuck. Someone could have got hurt, That's how I see it. I just, I don't know. I think people expect perfection, especially when they're spending too much money. If there's a lot of stress because you're spending a lot of money, so you need it to be perfect, you're probably spending way too much money on your wedding. You're probably spending way too much money, The funnest weddings I've ever done. The funnest weddings I've ever done were backyard weddings. Not fancy venues, not these country barnyards where they rent out the venue and you borrow the house and you change inside the house and you come out and there's the ceremony. It's never been anything else but backyard weddings where people got to go inside the house and walk down the hallway to use the bathroom. When you're on the grass, and it's just those are the best weddings. Because there isn't an expectation for perfection. So whatever goes. It's the party that happens. So it's the party that makes it happen. That's what I meant to say. Another thing too, I noticed this. You gotta have alcohol. I'm sorry. You gotta have alcohol. I know food's the obvious one. I haven't been to a wedding that didn't have food, but I've been to some weddings that don't have alcohol. Listen, I can't do much. People don't want to dance if they're not drinking, Because, like, think about it. Think about it. You go to the bar, okay? Who goes to the bar and doesn't drink, but is just there to dance? Who? It's very rare. You're looking at 0.00001% of the amount of people that just go to a bar just to dance, but they're not there to drink. They're not there to smoke. They're not there to do anything. They're just there to dance. And like, I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't have alcohol at your wedding. This wedding that was last night was a little bit different because people did dance for a little bit, but I couldn't keep people on the dance floor for that long. They come out, oh, this is my song. All right, it's over, and then they get off. It's like you need alcohol. That's like my best friend is alcohol at a gig. But, you know, it's expensive. It's expensive. And some people just don't trust their family members, too, which is also a shame. Because, like, I don't know. A drunk uncle can just, like, fucking obliterate a wedding. I've been to those before. I've heard horror stories from other friends who have DJ'd weddings where fights have broken out. So I have not seen. Oh, you know what? I have not seen an objection though. I don't know if I hope to ever see one of those. If there's, if an objection once in a while is mandatory, I hope I'm there to catch it. Because I couldn't imagine. Just being at the wedding last night. Just does anybody have an objection? And then I couldn't imagine just some. I object! That would be so fucked. I'd be like, dude, what the hell? It's ruined. That's how you ruin a wedding, actually. That's when the wedding is ruined, okay? I actually kind of take back the first 20 minutes of this podcast. Doesn't matter what your frame of mind is. An objection at a wedding will fucking splatter that shit. That'd be fucked. I hope I never see one. Oh, God. Oh, you know what? Just for fun today, this morning too, I was looking up some videos with my girlfriend on wedding objections, and there was one. Oh, it was so gruesome. I should do a reaction to it. I should do a reaction video to it just because I'm in wedding mode. But there was an objection. Or no, the lady started saying shit. Just, listen to me. Why aren't y'all listening? And they just kept continuing. They were just like, hey, just keep it going. And everything was like handled maturely until one of the bridesmaid was like, yo, what the fuck you doing there? You're ruining my sister's wedding. And then she took the flowers and fucking threw it at the lady. I don't know if she hit her or not. I don't know if there was thorns on there. Probably not. But she threw it, and it was just like, yo, you the one that ruined it. Anybody else who plays into it, I feel like you kind of need like someone to be like, okay, no. You can't have anybody in the wedding party just fucking go, you know? You just can't. Listen, just put it down. Let the bride react. Do what you got to do on the back end. But just don't fucking blow it up. Just don't do that shit. That is, oh, man. Also, another thing, too, is I hate this so much. And you don't really learn this until you get a lot of experience with weddings. But some people that go to these weddings, they've been to weddings like 10 or 12 times in their life, which is quite a bit, really. And sometimes it's their first or second wedding, so they don't really know. But like when people ask to sing happy birthday to somebody else, some third person, or like they want to it's mainly just the happy birthday part, but it's like anything where it's like anybody wants to make this their day too. Because everyone's on cloud nine right now. So like when they're like, oh, there's drinks, there's dancing, there's partying, there's this and there's that. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking sing happy birthday to my Uncle Larry. And it's just like, no, don't do that. No, it's okay. It's okay. I tell everybody, yo, you come get the bride and you have her tell me that shit, okay? If the groom comes and tells me, I'll be a little objective about it. I'll be like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's a good call. It's a little rough. You know, are you sure? You think did you talk to your wife about this? You didn't? Would you mind asking her first? But if the bride comes up to me, hey, I want to sing Larry a birthday song. What song you want to do it to? Here's the mic. I'm going to set the volume levels. Okay, so when you say that you're ready to talk, I'm going to lower the volume, and then you're going to sing happy birthday, and then I'm going to play this song next. What's this song? To Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica? Let's run it. I'll run it for 3 minutes, and then we'll transition over to another song. Boom. Dude, when a bride fucking comes up to me, when a bride is just right there, hey, do this. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Whatever your pronouns are. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I am so militant to the bride's word on everything. If she told me, eat this dog shit, I'd be like, yo, let me get that fork and knife and I'm gonna fucking eat some dog shit for you, lady. I do crazy shit. I've ran to the store for a bride before. She said she needed something. I was like, you know what? It's only dinner time. I'll fucking go. I'll go if you want. Because she needed everybody and she didn't want to ask anybody. And I was like, yo, it's just one thing. Just fucking Venmo me. Oh, shit, really? Yeah, fuck it. Fucking just run down to Rite Aid, buy some fucking whatever she wanted, come back. Oh, here you go. That's it. I run my shit on autoplay. I do a lot. I'll do a lot. And it's just because I just want the whole thing to fucking come together. You know, because that's what, you know, another thing too that makes a wedding just 120%. Just whatever makes a wedding that's 120%, 90% to 120% is just that help. That help. Something falls, you pick it up. Even if you don't give a shit. Just pick it up. Straighten things out. You see a chair? Fix it. You know? You see a placemat on the floor? Oh, fuck it. Here we go. That's it. You do that, and it's just, is cake. Is cake. Sometimes they don't notice me doing it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes other people do. And it just goes a long way where it's just you're correcting. You know, I feel like a wedding is kind of, it's like a team effort on everybody. If you're a guest at a wedding, I feel like it's just weddings are like fucking different, dude. They're they're fucking different, you know? You should be different at a wedding. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Long-time listeners know what that means. And if you're watching this to get a sense of what does our DJ think, I just realized I'm wearing a fucking copter hat, so that's not good. It's not good. But yeah, no, Sarah. So before I play myself off, you know, ceremonies, they're the toughest parts. They're kind of like the most basic parts, but they're the ones that you can easily mess up and just fucking just not do a good job on. So the ceremony is tough, and then the announcements, I feel like that's the second hardest part, and then everything else is super easy. You're just chopping it up. You're giggling with some tables. I do a little bit of stand-up comedy at some of the tables. I don't do it in front of the bride and groom, but I'll sit down. I'll start making fun of some tables too. I pick on the kids. I pick on the kids so much. And by kids, I mean just like, early 20-something-year-olds that are just there with their girlfriends and shit. And I'll just fuck with them because they're the ones that can take it, And then I like to go up to the old tables. All right, there's table A and table B. I'm going to release one of these tables to give food. Who's got more old people sitting at their table? And it's so funny how many people will sell themselves out for food. I'm old. I'm fucking 80. People just they will go from, I want to be as young as possible. I'm 52, but I'm feeling fabulous. Wait, the DJ just made a joke saying that he'll release a table full of old people as long as they have more old people than the other table with old people? I'm fucking ancient. It's funny. Oh, it's so hilarious. It's funny. They don't give a shit. Dude, people are hungry at weddings. I have no clue why. They're just sitting there and DJ's coming to our table. Is he gonna release us? And then I release him. Yeah! Oh! It's like, okay, calm down, dude. It's just food. You were gonna get it either now or 15 minutes from now. So it's okay. People's anxiety just gets crazy sitting down at a table waiting to be excused. It's because they're not used to that type of feeling, But, I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to wait in line for 30 minutes, So that's the point. That's the point of releasing tables. I don't like making the table. I don't like sending 5 tables out. Some people say, we just want to get it rolling, so we want to make sure that we can get as many tables out. It doesn't work like that. The line's still going to go down at the same speed. So you got to balance it. So you got to say, okay, I can release tables. Once the line gets down to this many people, so that the people that get excused to wait in line aren't waiting for 10 minutes to get their food. They get out there and they're already the next ones, or a couple ones behind. And dude, some people. Dude, weddings are they're fucking different. They're fucking. It's fun though. I like doing it. Even the Mexican weddings. It's even there's a couple of cool things about it too. You see a lot of culture. I did a Korean wedding. And that was insane. That they had the whole, I don't know if I think they were Korean, but what I saw, I thought it was Chinese because they had I don't know what they're called, the big drums, the boom, 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 boom. And they had the psh, 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 and the gong, and they had the dragon, the 2 people inside the dragon, and they did this little thing, and they climbed up on this wooden structure, and I'd never seen that before. I thought it was the dopest shit ever. I was like, damn, I'm never gonna see this at another wedding. There's never gonna be a time where I see this again. It's so unique, and I just, dude, my goal in the end of everything, when I've made it, when I do an Indian wedding, that's I don't know if you guys know how the hierarchy of weddings go, but there's a cultural hierarchy based on difficulty. This isn't based on like Mexican and country weddings. That's at the bottom, easy. Just fucking we're in the dirt. We're throwing shit up. It's funny, And then next up you have your Asian weddings and your clean cut white people weddings, and they're a little bit more formal, so you got to watch your P's and Q's, everything's got to go a little bit more perfect. And then after that, there's another tier. There's got to be another tier of just difficult people. That's just a culture in their own. And then after that is Indian weddings. Indian weddings are they're not just like, hey, let's show up at 5, let's leave at 10, we're going to be fed, and we're going to, we're going to dance a little bit. They're like 3 days long. Like, Indian weddings are the most expensive weddings that you could possibly go to. If you get invited to an Indian wedding, you're fucking in. You're fucking in for one. You are in. They go out. They go out because everybody's spending money. The parents, the grandparents, aunts, uncles, they're all kicking cash in, They're just, hey, someone's getting married, $1,000. Throw that in the bank. These weddings cost anywhere between, like tier 1 weddings typically cost about $10,000 to $15,000. Tier 2 weddings cost anywhere between $12,000. There's some bleed, $12,000 to about $20,000. And then your Indian weddings, that's a fucking car. That $40,000 weddings all weekend long. They claim a whole entire hotel and they just party for 3 days straight. And they eat the Indian cuisine. And Indian cuisine is so much. Like, think about it. There's more than 1 billion people in India. You don't think that their food is going to be way more diverse than a country that has 300 million people in it, that has nothing but processed food? The catering is crazy for Indian weddings, and it's insane. But no, that's my goal, is to do an Indian wedding. I have to study more on the culture in order to get there. And then when it comes to Mexican weddings, I do have to study a little bit beforehand because it's not typically a culture that I go full out in. But I do have some, I have a playlist of old reliables, I mean, when you're at a Mexican wedding, La Chona. That's it. You don't know what you're doing? La Chona. Don't believe me? I dare you to try it. I dare you. Room full of Mexicans, La Chona. Oh, shit, dude. I used to not care for that song until I became a DJ, threw up La Chona, and realized how ape shit people go. Just bonkers. They go bananas. They go bananas for... and there's, what's that one song called? I don't know what that song is called, but it's Achy Breaky Heart, but it's the Spanish version of it. It's, I can't remember the name. I don't even want to attempt to say it. I think it has the word corazon in it, but, no, that one is, and that's just 1, 2, 1, 2, back, front, turn to one side. Right. It's like, like those songs are like the Cupid Shuffle of Latino, of like the Latino community. You put that on, everybody lines up. This military time, and they just, all right, right, left. It's funny to watch, and it's so coordinated. And I'll do this at a middle school. I did this once at an elementary school, 6th graders. You throw up peso de corazon. I forgot what it is, but they line up like military, just like the alarm goes off and everybody just gets in that like 7 rows and they just start right, left, back, front. And they go bananas. And I love doing that. That's my favorite part about weddings, is just doing things totally outside the culture that I'm like familiar with, because I'm I'm white and I'm also Cuban. But Mexican and Cuban cultures, there's some overlap, but most of the time there really isn't, and so it's a little bit different. But I just love seeing so many different cultures just doing stuff. Those are my favorite types of weddings, where we walk in and they're a race that is not white. Not saying that white people don't have good weddings, but it's just that I know I'm white, like I'm Cuban, but I'm also white. So it's like I'm country already, I get home from work, me and my brother like to throw on some country music, just fuck it, throw it on, listen to some metal, screamo shit. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. We're used to that shit. I see it all the time, and I like it so much. I don't listen to like any type of mariachi or banda or cumbia or anything like that. I don't listen to it. But when I'm in a room with a lot of people that fuck with it, then it's fun. It's super fun, and I like being a part of it for a little bit, and it makes I appreciate it so much because it's so diverse. Because I'm a part of a culture that has been developing over hundreds of years, and then I go to a wedding where they're Mexican or they're Korean, and it's just totally different. It's just so different, and it's so refreshing, and I hella like that, and I see myself doing DJing for a while, and I like it a lot. It's cool, So anyway, if you need a DJ, hit your boy up, and we'll get your special day going. And by the way, I'm way more serious. I'm way more serious at a wedding. I'm way more serious. This is just YouTube. This is YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a little fake compared to my DJ persona. When I'm at a DJ event, when I'm at a bar, I've talked about this already in previous podcasts. I'm in go mode. I don't want women hitting on me. I don't want people coming up to me at all. The only type of people I want coming up to me are music nerds. Some people that come up to me, oh, what kind of system you got? Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, I got a this. Oh, dope. So you know what I'm doing. All right, cool. I enjoy that shit. I enjoy chopping it up with people. I like asking people questions. I always go to the photographers and ask them what camera they're using, what kind of lenses they are using, because I like to. Oh, I had a burp. Because I just like to learn about that stuff, because I'm a part of it too. So any type of knowledge I can pass over to somebody who's casually at a wedding, that's very interested in my shit, or at a bar, it's fun. So, but yeah, so weddings. to recap everything, being a DJ is pretty cool. It can be stressful. But you gotta be cool. It's one of those learning moments in your life where it took so long to set this thing up, and it's finally come together, and it's that moment, and not everything is gonna play out perfectly. If it was, you'd be spending $30,000 on a movie production, or you'd be spending you'd be doubling your budget to, instead of having a buffet, you have people just serve plates, which is easier, but it costs more. You could have the best venue with the best parking lot. Nobody talks about parking at weddings, by the way, but that's a fucking issue. That is a huge issue that nobody discusses. But you could have just all of the perfect shit, and if it comes crashing down, It's because you had the wrong expectation. And it's the people there, and it's the memories that you guys make. It's the funny things, it's the quirky things that really make those those traditional experiences unique. And I think it's very important to never lose sight of that when you're getting married, or when you're at an event that you're holding, whatever it may be, whether it's a big birthday party or something like that. Just roll with the punches, because things are going to happen regardless, whether the DJ makes a mistake, or the caterer makes a mistake, or something falls and breaks, or if the photo booth doesn't work for 2 hours. It's just, there's a lot of things that happen, and as long as you can roll through them, you're going to have a good time. There's nothing really that can stop you. You're not going to, your family isn't going to talk about the time that the DJ played the wrong song. Your family's going to be talking about the time that you got hella pissed at your own wedding for, what was it again? The DJ, I don't know. That's literally it. That's it. Oh, the bride was pissed. I think it's because the DJ played the wrong song. And like, to someone who's not in the wedding party, that doesn't sound like a great experience. And so, and another huge thing is like, too many people plan their wedding to set an impression on everybody in their family. And it shouldn't be like that whatsoever. You shouldn't be going out to the nines just because you want your family to say how beautiful it is here, or how amazing this was, or how fun and spectacular it was. Because then you're going to be so focused on how everybody feels about the wedding that you're not going to enjoy your day, And so a lot of people just get too lost in the sauce, And it's so easy to get lost in the sauce because you're just going, it takes months. Some people take a whole year to plan their wedding, and then it finally gets there, and then one little mistake happens, and it's like, shit, and I feel it, But just remember why you're having a wedding and what you want out of the wedding. Do you really want everything to go perfectly? Would you be okay if the wedding went perfectly, but then you didn't have a good time because you were too busy doing shit? You know what I mean? It's just like, what do you want? You need to think really hard with your significant other. What am I doing this for? Why are we spending this much money on a wedding? The couple that I DJ'd for last night, they had these favors, and it was just a jar of jam. And no disrespect to them whatsoever, if they're listening to this, but like, nobody really grabbed them. So they had like a fuck ton of small mason jars worth of jam. And I felt bad. I grabbed one, and I ended up giving it to my girlfriend's mom. But like, I just, why are you spending this money? Think about it. Think about it philosophically, So my wedding, there's going to be some compromises, but then there's going to be some compensations as well. So first off, it doesn't matter where you have your wedding. Does not. You can have it in an alleyway. You can have it in a blocked off alleyway, ghetto alleyway. But if you got alcohol, whew, sheesh, that shit's going to be turned. That's going to be turned. Okay? You want a good DJ and a good photographer. Yeah. You get what you pay for, though. That is a fact. I charge a little bit cheaper than some DJs just because I am just starting out, and I do weddings like once a month or so. But like, when it comes to photographers, I've done photography for some weddings, and I charge a few $100s, and people are like, wow, that's really cheap. And I'm like, you get what you pay for. I'm this good at it, I can't charge $1,000. I would if I could, but I won't. And I tell people, these are what my pictures look like. You may not like them. You may like another photographer. I'm a better DJ than I am a photographer, especially at weddings. And I hate doing photography at weddings because you can't repeat a first dance. You can't repeat the walk down the aisle. You can't repeat the first kiss. You can't do that. So once it's done and you don't got that shot, fuck, dude, I feel sorry for you. You are a photographer that is not that you're in trouble. You're in trouble. One time I went to a wedding and the battery died during the ceremony, and she missed the ring part where they were putting on the rings, and I don't know what happened. I don't know she told me she missed that part, and I was like, oof, that's a big part. That's a very big part. And she missed it. She got the kiss though, which was good. But like, damn, you know. But yeah, there's other things too. Yeah, I don't know why people have cornhole all the time at the weddings. I don't get who the fuck is playing cornhole at a wedding. Who's sitting there playing cornhole? And they're always good. That's the thing I fucking hate about it. Is like they're just sinking in bean bags into a hole effortlessly. And it's like, yo, where do you practice this at? I don't get the game cornhole. I hate it because people love it. That's it. I'm prejudiced against people who are good at cornhole. But you know, keep your heads up. If you're thinking about getting married in the future, or you want to get married in the future, or you are getting married in the future, or soon, or later, or anything like that, just have fun. That's the point of the party, is to have fun, you know? And if you've gotten married and you feel some type of way because it didn't go perfectly as planned, I will say sometimes, you know, if Uncle Larry fucked that shit up, then hey, you know what? You have every right to be mad. But, you know, if you felt some type of way because the perfect song wasn't played or anything like that, just know that nobody but you will remember that moment. You know, everybody will think it's amazing. So don't let it sour you. Don't let it sour you. You don't want, like, I know what I said seems a little like get over it, but like the other side of that coin is also like, don't let it sour the best day of your life. That is the best day of your life. That's the best day of your life. That's the day that people care about you the most. Like, you're the reason why they are there. They've planned for this moment. You fed them. You gave them alcohol. Sometimes you provided them with music and a venue and a social climate, and you let them play some cornhole, and like they're having a great time, and they're so fixated on you. And don't let just a couple of hangups just put you back, you know, because that's how you can ruin magic, and that's how you could, you know, just start off things just like on just not good terms, you know, and you don't want that for your special day. So, you know, I'm gonna cut out, but just know that your wedding is a party. You're here to have a good time. Okay? So don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about Uncle Larry. Okay? Don't worry about being really good at or really bad at cornhole. Don't worry about being bad at cornhole. Because it's your special day. And it's going to be one that you remember for the rest of